Well, hello and how are you? How y'all doing today? As you'll notice, this here is another blog with the same shirt on as yesterday. So in turn, that just means it's the next blog in line, which would make it blog number 39. That's right, blog number 39. Yeah, okie dokie. I'm not going to tell you what time it is because, well, you would just well, I'll tell you what, the last numbers on the time are 39, so there you go. It's blog 39, and it's something 39 p.m. So we know it's afternoon, that's for sure. Anyway, what was I going to say? Went out there today in the world, nice and warm. Oh, beautiful day out there. Beautiful day. I remember days like this back when I was a kid. Nice warm days. Used to go down and lay in a box. See, my mom and dad, we had this old pile of rubbish down in our backyard, and it was kind of our little small junk pile. A lot of it was just old tin cans and stuff like that, stuff that wouldn't burn in the burn barrel. We would just pour it out down there, and then bunches of limbs piled up on it and everything like that. Well, anyway. We got us a new refrigerator. New refrigerator, maybe. I don't remember. I just remember coming up with a big, long box. Could have been a refrigerator box. I used to lay out in that box during the summertime when it was nice and warm. Of course, we used that box for everything. You know, they make a great tank. You know, you could take that box and you can roll around in it and break out both ends of it, you know, and then climb inside it and just start crawling in it, and it makes a tank track. Pretty soon, you're rolling around in these giant, box tank. We used to do that down through our neighbor's back field. They had it was a wooded area, and in the weeded area we would roll the boxes around down there, knocking down weeds and stuff, but still it was pretty cool. But anyway, I would lay out in that box and I would think to myself, what a wonderful this was a time when I could spend myself some time with God. And I didn't really, I didn't think of it as spending time with God. I just knew I was. I was in this box. I was out it was nice and warm out there. I felt comfortable, and I know that there was a spirit, a calming spirit there with me. And anytime I felt depressed or whatever, I could just go out and sit in my box and lay there in the little dump pile, and it wasn't like I felt like I was being dumped or anything. It was just a nice, pleasant, peaceful feeling. And I remember it, and it just kind of brought me back today with the weather the way it was out there. Nice and warm, beautiful day. Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot today. You ever have one of those days where you just feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again, a deja vu day? Been there and done that. That's I hope this blog don't sound like it's a been there and done that day, though. Over and over doing the same thing day. I didn't go. I went riding in the vehicle today. I didn't get out on the trail or anything in my chair. I just mostly rode around in the van. So that was all fun and exciting. Had some Taco Bell. My teeth are hurting lately. I got a couple of pressure-sensitive teeth on the bottom down here. I'm already missing enough teeth down there. I've got 4 teeth, my back 4 teeth, 2 on each side, that are missing on the bottom down there. And well, the 2 teeth that I've got a denture plate that goes down there to cover up for those that has the extra 4 teeth on it. Well, it's got little wire hooks, and those hook around the 2 teeth in front of that, so that'd be the 3rd teeth up. Well, problem I'm having is those 2 teeth are pressure sensitive, so I have to find soft foods. And I started putting my prunes not out. I used to have my prunes in the refrigerator all the time. Well, I had to take them out of the refrigerator because they were too hard to chew. So now I've got them out on the outside. But anyway, I've been using the. I went to Taco Bell today and I got soft tacos. Now, of course, you know how it is. You order, you want your hot sauce, and they give you fire sauce, and that's not my favorite thing, but that's okay because my first taco, I only got like 3 bites into it before I hit the pressure-sensitive tooth. And I did get soft tacos, so I could handle it, but I hit my pressure-sensitive tooth, and that was it for the taco anyway. I went ahead and ate that one, but the other 2 just kind of laid until I got home so that I could put my back plate in, my denture plate in, so that I could chew the rest of them up. I think I showed you guys the denture plate the other day. As a matter of fact, I got one laying right here in my lap, and I've got it laying in my lap. Found a spot on it today that leads me to believe that it's see, there it is in my hand, right there between my fingers. Oh, I forgot to do something today again. Anyway, I forgot to bring myself up to the front. Anyway, it's kind of laying right there between my fingers on both sides. Anyway, it's got I didn't have it with me, and so, man, I got everything under the sun going on here. There. I didn't have it with me, so naturally I hit those pressure-sensitive teeth, and that was it. But I did have sense enough to make sure I had my Orajel with me. I tell you what, if you ever get in a situation where you've got some really sore teeth, and you are a smoker or you have friends that are smokers, what you want to do is get you a half of a cigarette filter and take the paper off of it and soak that down with the Orajel and poke that way back in the corner of whatever side is hurting. If it be the upper, then poke it up in the upper, and if it be the lower, poke it down in the lower part of the jaw way in the back. And that'll stop that pain real good. It has a tendency to numb that whole bottom jaw line or top jaw line or whatever. And mine just so happens to be my right side these days, which would be the microphone side. That's why my pictures looked backwards the other day when I showed them to you. One of these days I'm going to have to put them pictures back on and put them on the right way so that you can see them. I'll have to flip my camera around to where it's a mirror instead of the way it was set up the other day whenever I done them in the first place. But anyway, the tacos were fine after I got home. I just stuck them in the microwave there for about 20 seconds or so, and of course, me being me, I've got plenty of hot sauce here at home, so I put on some hot sauce instead, and a whole packet, one packet to the taco. Now, back in the day when I used to eat, I'd have one burrito supreme and one taco supreme and a soda pop. Soda pop, yeah, that's a good one. My dad will enjoy that one, soda pop. And old Andy Griffith will enjoy that soda pop because that's just what people used to get, was a bottle of pop. Anyway, I don't remember what Pepsi probably, but anyway, when I worked at Sears, my manager auto mechanics manager, she used to put, she was hot too, but that's beside the point. She used to put a whole pack of hot sauce in the top of her burrito and then take a bite and then pour in another packet on for the next bite. Now I got used to doing that, so my burrito supremes, that's how I ate them. It was just pouring that whole pack of hot sauce, and you take a big old bite of that burrito, and then you pour in the next packet for the next bite. And so you had to have like 10 packets for that burrito, and you also had to have like 5 or 6 for your taco supreme too. But anyway, that was the good old days. I don't remember her name. She was awful doggone looking though. She was a blonde, and wow. We had another girl. We had a girl mechanic too, which see, whenever Sears first opened up out there in Mid Rivers, I was out there on the ground floor working on the working out of their garage when they first opened up out there. Now they had sent me over to Northwest Plaza, which is the one that's closed now, and they demolished that mall over there. I don't know if the automobile place is still open over there, but I don't think so, because the Sears is gone, so I don't think the Sears Automotive would still be open down there. But anyway, they sent me over there for a few days just to get some insight and some practice on their type paperwork and everything. But then I rolled back over here into St. Charles, well, I say St. Charles, Mid Rivers, and went to work out there as a mechanic out there in Mid Rivers. Of course, I lost that job. I was always a real nice guy. Tried to be the nice guy, and I had a friend who his car would pass inspection, except it was safety passable, except the problem was it wouldn't pass the emissions. And well, I had kind of borrowed somebody else's car tailpipe, and so I just kind of claimed that his car was that this other car was his, so I stuck the tailpipe in there. Stuck the tube up the probe up the tailpipe of that car, and got the emissions reading for that car, and then turned around and ended up, the kid's car, okay, it would pass the emissions if it had a lot of work to it. Kid couldn't afford it, but I ended up having to afford it because they, the lady whose car I used, she asked me what I had done, and I had told her, I said, well, this car over here, being an older car, wasn't going to pass the emissions, and yours would. Now, of course, hers was just coming in for a set of tires, and so that was kind of suspicious to her. But she was okay with it, but apparently her husband wasn't. He was apparently one of the people that's like, if I have to buy a brand new car because of the emissions, then everybody has to buy a brand new car because of the emissions. And, well, I don't, there ain't everybody out there can't afford to buy a brand new car. You know what I'm saying? If you can't afford the $45 for the tune-up on the car, how you gonna afford a brand new car anyway? You know what I'm saying? A lot of us that were out there had to work for a living, and we didn't work in the highfalutin jobs. We just worked where we had to work so that we could make a little money. And the place he was working, it was a minimum wage job, and you can't expect somebody to be able to go out and buy a brand new car on a minimum wage job. So anyway, they caught up with it, and because the husband complained, and he came in there and he wanted to get me fired, well, I would have been in big trouble had the my license have been good. But actually my license had expired 6 months prior to that, or not 6 months, but maybe 6 months prior to that, and so therefore all the inspections that I had done for the past 6 months had been illegal anyway. So I guess I was just kind of lucked out, which I've been blessed all my life. I did luck out. And of course, it is against the law to do that, and which means that wasn't a good thing for me to do it anyway. But I'd been breaking the law for 6 months and had no idea I was anyway. So anyway, hey, that looks like my time is up. And Father, I just ask forgiveness for those crimes that I committed back prior to being saved and forgiven. And now that I am saved and forgiven, I'm confessing those sins to you, Father, and to everybody else out there watching this blog. Anyway, this is Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Good night and have a great evening. God loves you and so do I. Be blessed. Let's see, what else was I going to say? There was something else. Oh yeah, that was about it. Okay, y'all have a good night. And we'll check you later.